Another day, another angry fanboy, man. So, while scrolling Twitter the other day, I came across this angry PlayStation fanboy who was coping and seething because people were daring to criticize the PlayStation Portal and its input lag. Now, you guys already probably know what I think of the PlayStation Portal and why I dislike it. I mean, I've made 3 videos so far, I think. One when it was first announced, and then I covered 2 reviews where people tried to defend it. Basically, I don't like this thing very much. And it sucks that I have to come on here and say this, because I'd love nothing more than to be praising another device kind of like the PlayStation Portable that we had 20 years ago. I mean, that one was great. I don't know why they didn't just make another one of those, but whatever, dude. That's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here today to talk about the PlayStation fanboy who defends the PS Portal to the end of the world, so let's go ahead and jump into that. It all started with this innocent post right here. Decided to play some Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS Portal, and I can't complain at all, and he attached a video down below. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show about 10 seconds of the video, and you'll probably start to see pretty early on what the problem is here, and a lot of people in the comments section also seeing this issue. Now, if you are paying really close attention to the guy's gameplay and when he moves his hands, you're gonna see the issue here. There is quite a noticeable amount of input lag. And the reason for this is because you're not playing the game natively on the PS Portal. See, the PS Portal doesn't play its own games. It remote streams from your PS5, so there's always going to be a little bit of input lag depending on how good your connection is. And a lot of people in this guy's comment section also noticed the input lag with his controller movements, and they decided to point it out, and that's where he got really salty and butthurt. So Mr. Mars comes in the comment section and says, "That lag though," with a laughing face, and this guy got really upset over that. He said, "Nah, your profile picture has more lag than my gameplay," which doesn't even make any fucking sense because it's a profile picture. And then Mars hits him with the "it takes skill to play with that much lag, respect," absolutely ratioing him. And he did not appreciate this comment, and he replied with, "It takes skills to be as much of a clown as you." When I read this, I could already start to smell the salt through the monitor. I could tell that this guy was getting really pissed off. Video Game Fitness 64 comes down in the comment section and says, "Looks like it's got bad controller lag." I agree with Mr. Video Game Fitness on this one. Then the fanboy comes down in the comments and says, "Much less lag than Steam Deck, iPhone, and tablet remote play." Alright, first of all, the amount of input lag you're getting depends on your Wi-Fi connection, so it would be pretty much the same on the PS Portal as it would be on an iPhone or tablet remote play, same with Steam Deck remote play. But here's what you don't mention. You can play Grand Theft Auto 5 natively on the Steam Deck, meaning you don't have to remote play, meaning you'll get basically no input lag. But you don't mention that for some reason. Not to mention the fact that if you play the game on the Steam Deck natively, you get to use mods and play the game offline, in addition to having basically no input lag. Another user comes down called Pure Competition and says, "Full of latency, laughing face, but keep capping for that cash grab ass shit." And this guy, the fanboy, says, "Sure, this you," and shows a image of a guy wearing a bunch of hats, basically saying, "That's cap." And Pure Competition replies with, "Bro, we clearly see the input latency, but you're having quote-unquote so much fun." Cap emoji. You see, the thing is, right now, this PlayStation fanboy is in the denial phase. He just denies that there's any input lag. This one made me laugh. "This is so dumb. The lag is way too obvious. What a piece of junk." Now, this comment right here was the straw that broke the camel's back. Or in this case, the straw that broke the fanboy's back. "No, you're dumb. This is GTA. That's how the game moves. Blah ha 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 ha. A bunch of you clowns flock to the comment section without using your brains." So according to this fanboy, the people not using their brains are the individuals who saw the post, saw him playing on his PS Portal on Grand Theft Auto 5, and noticed that there was a little bit of input latency, and not the individual sitting there blindly ignoring all criticism to defend his favorite product. And that was the end of that post. He stopped replying to the comments, he moved on with his life, took his L. Or so we thought, because he came back back and made a tweet even fucking worse than his original tweet and all of his replies. So there was a post by Digital Foundry where he showed Resident Evil 4 on the iPhone 15 Pro. And it looks pretty good, to be honest. However, the PlayStation fanboy didn't seem too impressed. An iPhone 15 Pro can't even perform on the level of a PS4, but I bet you a certain community of gamers would cap for buying this experience for $1,500 before simply getting a PS Portal which plays PS5 games at 60 FPS for $199. A few things I want to mention about this. First of all, why does this guy and a lot of other people on the internet feel the need to use emojis just all the fucking time for no reason? Like, this man just couldn't say iPhone, he had to say iPhone and put the stupid fucking phone emoji after it. This guy literally texts like a Facebook mom who just discovered that emojis exist. Second of all, while the iPhone does cost more money than the PlayStation Portal, it is for good reason. Let's talk about the things you can do on an iPhone versus the things you can do on a PlayStation Portal. Alright, let's start with the PlayStation Portal because it'll be over quick. You can remote play games. That's it. But now let's go ahead and talk about the things that you can do on an iPhone. You can edit pictures, you can edit videos if you want, you can play games natively, you can also remote play just like you can on the PS Portal. And you can remote play on public Wi-Fis that have agreements that you have to sign, whereas you cannot on the PlayStation Portal. You can post and view pretty much anything on social media, whether that be Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. You can even use Uber Eats to order your fat ass a meal from KFC if you want. The thing is, while it might be like 5 times the price, it also has like 5,000 times the options. And let's be real, most people are not buying an iPhone so they can play Resident Evil 4. Most people are not buying a phone for gaming. And if you want to make that argument, well, if you want to buy like a device for gaming, a portable device, buy the PS Portal. No, the Steam Deck exists. Mr. Tech comes down in the comment section and says it is at least $700 since you would need the physical console. And he makes a good point. The thing is, it's not a $200 console. It is a $200 accessory to a console, meaning, in total, you're gonna have to spend like $700 to even use the thing in the first place, which that money could easily just be invested in a Steam Deck, let's be honest. Or you could just buy a PS5 with the $500 and use the remaining money to buy yourself some games and a controller. What is the fanboy's response to this? Better than a $1,500 PS4 emulator. You do realize most people are not buying an iPhone to use it as a PlayStation 4 emulator. It is simply an addition. You get a PS4 emulator on top of the countless other things that you can do on an iPhone. Whereas on the PlayStation Portal, you can only do one thing, and that's remote play, given the Wi-Fi doesn't have an agreement you have to sign. Once again, another good Samaritan by the name of Cyberbleed comes down in the comment section and says, weird take when you consider the fact that you need the PS5 hardware plus a dedicated ISP plus dedicated power to use the PS Portal. You're getting way more than just games for that $1,500 iPhone on the go, and a power outage isn't going to make your iPhone a paperweight. He's speaking nothing but facts. So, what was the response given by the PlayStation Portal defender, I wonder? PS5 hardware plus PS Portal $700 versus one iPhone 15 Pro that can't even run Resident Evil at PS4 level of standard for $1,500. Let's do the math.
That just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bullshit. Fuck.
I like how the only thing you mention is how well it can run Resident Evil 4, and not the countless things that the iPhone can do that the PlayStation Portal cannot, including remote playing video games on areas or at areas with public Wi-Fis with agreements you have to sign. And another very smart person here by the name of Raged Law comes in and says, or hear me out, get a Steam Deck if you are playing Resident Evil 4. Now, what is his response to these facts being thrown at him? So he wants to get a Steam Deck for $400 to $500 instead of a PS Portal for $199? Aw, god damn it, dude. Alright, while the PlayStation Portal might be half the price, it has 1/1,000,000th of the things that you can do on a Steam Deck on it. Also, it can literally do everything that the Portal can do and play games natively. Now, this next tweet here has two dumb statements in one. $1,500 and can't beat a $200 hashtag PlayStation 4? well, costs too much and can't even give you that PS Portal experience. Alright, let's talk about the first comment first. Yeah, it's going to cost more money to get a phone that can do infinitely more things than a device that can only remote play. No shit. As for the second comment he made about the PS Portal experience, what? The PS Portal experience? You mean that experience where you have 200 millisecond ping as if you're playing on some shitty Mojave Desert server? Then later he posts PS Portal, it's just better. And this guy down in the comment section says, yeah, I'll stick to the Steam Deck. W decision, by the way. Now, this fanboy was not too impressed that this individual would stick with his Steam Deck instead of getting a PS Portal. Just say you couldn't get one because it sold out. And this guy replies, had one. Sold it and got a Steam Deck OLED. Laughed my ass off. And this guy, he thought it was really funny. He said, why do you need to lie? Nobody is selling it if they see how good it works. Man, just put the phone down. Go outside, go for a walk, go get a coffee. It's not worth dying on this hill, man. You're making yourself look like a clown. The statements you are making on Twitter warrant you being put in a mental asylum. But the copium goes even further. Yes, that's right, the copium goes even further. So he reposted this thing held by King Thrash, this poll. Now, if you don't know who King Thrash is, he's a very intelligent PlayStation fanboy. He's on record saying things such as Starfield sucks because he can't land on gas planets. And another thing he said is he gonna beat up and rob PC gamers for taking his exclusives. I'm not even kidding. Now, I would go ahead and cover that, but the thing is there's already a video out there that covers this pretty well. But let's get back to the ultimate coping poll right here. I'm loving this poll, and the best new device is PSVR 2 in first place, with PS Portal in second place. Let's go.
You serious?
I'm sure that poll of like what, under 500 people is really representative of what all gamers in the world think the best devices are out of the ones on that list. But yeah, that pretty much brings us to the end of the video here. At the end of the day, man, if you like the PS Portal, I mean, you know, enjoy it and all that, but don't be like this guy who, you know, seethes, molds, and copes whenever someone criticizes it. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'm out.